I got you now. April Fool's Day 2021. No jokes this year because that was all of 2020. I'm over this pandemic. So we've had a lot going on. We're gearing up for an eventful summer, an eventful spring. A lot of projects, a lot of products, a lot of shoots, a lot of music. Kumbaya. We shot and wrapped, so we shot and edited a Mother's Day video in less than 24 hours this week, and I am really happy with how it came out. The story and concept actually came from someone else this time. So the concept is a mom's working really hard, she's doing dishes, she's doing chores around the house, she's exhausted, and then at the end of the video we have the daughter give back to the mom as a sign of appreciation and love and all that. So I thought the story and concept was very cute. It's a daughter giving back to a hardworking mom, because that's what we should all do to our parents once in a while. Say I love you, say thank you. Thank you, Dad. So we really wanted to emphasize the mother-daughter relationship for Mother's Day, and I think we nailed it really well. So once again, we called Corey, our production designer, and had her come in and design a little girl's bedroom, a teenage girl's bedroom. We needed a kitchen set decorated, and then our living room where the final shot was going to take place between the mother and daughter. She brought in a ton of props. She brought in a dresser, a nightstand, a twin bed for the daughter's room. She set up string lights, and there's clothes all over the floor because, you know, it's a teenage daughter. So yeah, she put, I'm just looking at myself, making sure I'm in focus. Pretty cool. So yeah, she threw clothes all over the bedroom, made it look like a mess, because it's a teenage kid's room, you know, what do you expect? And then for the living room, she brought in couches and paintings, and the paintings, this is crazy, she makes from scratch, and she will make according to the production. Depending on what the production warrants, depending on what the scene warrants, the mood, if it's too much of a distraction, it just looks so freaking cool, and I didn't realize it until she said it. These little details help tie in this awesome video. We shot it again on anamorphic lenses. We used very soft lighting in the kitchen with a lantern and an aperture light. Overhead, the daughter while she's sitting at the island, and then the mother was just being lit by the ambient light that we had set up for the Beat Bistro actually a few months ago. So that setup of the Kino Flow lights along the truss diffused with muslin, unbleached muslin, was all we needed to light the mother. It was a little bit more moody on her end as she's doing the dishes. It's supposed to look a little bit dark and depressing. And it's tough. This kitchen that was originally not a set, it was actually an employee kitchen at one point. So it wasn't really built for shooting. So the cabinet color, in my opinion, kind of clashes with skin tone of both white and African Americans. It just, the actors will become lost in the color of the cabinets. I mean, I'm not even a color guy, a color theorist or cinematographer, and that I notice it. So at some point I would like to change the cabinets or paint them or something. I think any color than what they are now will really make a difference. And another problem with the kitchen is at the time when it was built, they installed these cheap LED lights to just snap to the bottom of the cabinets to throw light on the backsplash. But the problem with these LEDs, any cheap LEDs, is if you're shooting video, professional video with cheap LEDs, they're not CRI rated. They're gonna cast a gross green tint, and it really just clashes with all your other light sources in a scene, and it makes it really hard to color grade and look good in post. I think this time we minimized the light of the LEDs being thrown on the backsplash, so it was minimal. It actually was in the Valentine's Day video, and I didn't like the look of the kitchen at all in our Valentine's Day video. If you want to check that out, that's on True Medic's YouTube channel. Good heartfelt message, but just, you know, aesthetically you can always improve a little bit. So, and yeah, the daughter walks off, and then the next scene is the daughter's bedroom. We always shoot a lot more than we actually include in the final cut, as always, because we can make different variations of the video for different platforms. It's so convincing, the job that Corey does. It's really awesome having someone as talented as her and as talented as Ellie. Ellie, I mean, when it comes to directing, Ellie is so good with talent and getting the emotion out of them and the performance and making them feel comfortable, because as an actor, if you're coming into a studio, it could be very intimidating. Seeing all this professional expensive equipment and you haven't had that many gigs lately, so you're a little nervous and uptight. So Ellie brings out the best in people to get the best performance, and I think as we do more shoots here, we're getting that flow together, and nothing but good vibes, creative juices, and really good content and results. So I'm really happy with how this whole Mother's Day shoot has gone. Ooh, space station. Prior to that, we had Beat Bistro here again with a guest who's a restaurant owner and musical artist, as well as a talented violinist. It's really awesome seeing the type of guests he brings and the energy, and it's all about food, music, no bullshit, no politics. I'll be exhausted at the end of the day, and you know, sometimes I don't have the oomph to shoot Bistro, but once the show starts and he starts cooking and you can smell the food and you hear the beats and the music, I really get a kick out of watching him. He's a genius host, and the fact he's able to multitask cooking and making music is great. So again, check out the Beat Bistro on YouTube. So last week I talked a little bit about a photo shoot we did utilizing an 85-inch television as a backdrop instead of green screen, and got some big news with that. We might potentially be investing in a very large bezel-less LCD display as a potential backdrop solution, so more on that in the future. I've been seeing a lot of videos and watching a lot of videos online of other smaller studios around the world utilizing Unreal Engine and a Vive tracker to incorporate parallax 3D sets utilizing these bezel-less LCD displays, and I'll talk more about that as we get more information in the future. Stay tuned. Next week, maybe the week after. I'm still rushing to even get this video out. It's getting late, but yeah. Thank you for watching.